Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. Guys, I'm doing paid review 20 SE38. Quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing today? I'm wearing my 5127. And today I've actually put it on my Theo and Harris strap. That's right. I decided, you know what? I'm going to put it on there. Something different. This is a question. Root beer versus Pepsi. Arch, I need your advice. I was saving to purchase a ceramic Pepsi GMT. Then I had the opportunity to have a look at a ceramic root beer in the flesh. Am I crazy to want the root beer over the Pepsi? What do you think? I'm 37 years old, middle class income, and I live in America. I currently have a Rolex Explorer 1 Mark II, a Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso in steel, and a Patek 5196R. He sent me some money via PayPal. Kind regards, Mike. Thank you, Art. So the question is, root beer or Pepsi? Very interesting question. And I gotta tell you, the problem is in this trying time, beggars can't be choosers. And I mean, you've got a really nice upper middle class collection, Explorer 1, Reverso, Patek, but that doesn't cut it with the AD. I'm terribly sorry, that ain't gonna cut it. Now, I gotta be honest with you, if both pieces were available and you could choose either a Pepsi or a root beer, I would grab the Pepsi. The Pepsi is a much hotter watch. It's much more desired. It's more valuable. It is the better of the two. However, I don't know the specifics. Are you talking about buying a Pepsi at retail? Are you looking at buying the root beer at retail? What are you doing? It all depends on the deal. Personally, I love the root beer. The root beer is actually not that easy to get either. However, you've always the two tones. They tend to be less desired than the steels. Retail wise, the two tones are more money. But on the secondary market, the solid steel, the steel seems to be much more desirable to have. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with the two-tone. I personally think the bargain GMT ceramic, is the steel and yellow gold two-tone. I think that is the winner chicken dinner. I think that is an absolutely amazing watch. In fact, at one stage, I was contemplating having 3 two-tone sports watches. Two-tone Daytona, two-tone Submariner, and two-tone GMT. Winner chicken dinner. And I got to tell you, I had a friend who actually had that very collection, and I thought it really popped. I thought that sort of collection just exploded. It really does pop. However, I got to be totally honest with you. To be totally brutally honest with you, I think you've got to realize beggars can't be choosers. We are in a time where you can't get these things at retail just be a good boy and go to your local AD. You can get the less desired one, sure, but Pepsi's very, very hard to get. So personally, I think you got to wake up and smell the coffee. Root beer or a Pepsi? Okay, so let's take it away from that. What do I think is better? Look, the problem is you Americans and you collectors out there, you're not going to, you want things that other people want. You don't seem to want to be individuals. If you all want two-tone, you all want two-tone. You follow, it's like the sheep. I think you've got to be a bit individualistic. I think in your collection there, it could be, you could go either way. You could go either way. The problem is it's so hard to get a Pepsi. You're going to have to get a Pepsi on the secondary market. And I think there's no point playing dealer games. I would go to a dealer like David SW, pay the money, pay the premium, and be done. These stupid games people play where they say, hey, I'll go to the AD, put my name down. Man, what loyalty have you shown the AD? And even people who have loyalty, I got to be honest with you, the ADs, they're a business. They're not there to be friends. It's not a belligerent society. You know, the ones that help people who are a bit down on their luck. So I got to be totally honest with you. I would be saying, if I was you, I would be saying, okay, let's pull the trigger on a whatever is a good deal. It's the deal. Personally, I think the Pepsi, much if you've got a choice between the two. So you haven't given me the details. Are you just fantasizing, saying, should I get a Pepsi? Should I get a, I mean, that's just ridiculous, because the honest truth is people like you won't get a Pepsi. The only way you're going to get a Pepsi is pay the premium. Pay the premium. Dealers aren't going to give you the Pepsi. Okay, let's be honest there. Why is a dealer going to give you a Pepsi? A Pepsi? Why? I don't think so. So you're in this fantasy stage where he's saving and he's thinking about, you know what? I'll be honest with you, okay? You have to be realistic. Wake up and smell the roses, because at the moment you're living in fantasy land. It's all very good to be in fantasy land, but it ain't gonna happen. Okay, so let's just have a quick look here. Okay, so we say, okay, what would we be paying? So just jumping on David SW, I tell you what he's got in GMT Masters. GMT Masters, well, he has a Pepsi. Let's run through the prices. This is from David SW. He's got a Pepsi ceramic. You're looking at $19,275 US. A Batman is $15,875. So just under 16. So 20,000, no, 19,000, 16,000. Then we've got the two-tone GMT. The two-tone GMT. That's 13,000, just under 13 for a nice two-tone. What else have we got here? So do we have a root beer? We do. We have a root beer. Root beer is $19,275. Okay, well, actually, very interesting indeed. Look at this. We've got a root beer. A root beer is $19,275, which is actually the same price as a Pepsi. Wow. Wow. What would I do? They're the same price at David SW. That's a very good question. What would I do? Well, what would I do? Hi guys, Archie Luxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Okay, so what would I do? Let me tell you what I would do. You know what I would do? I'd go for the two-tone steel and yellow gold. That's what I would do. 13,000. See, I'm a value shopper. Okay, but if I had to choose between a Pepsi and a root beer, I'd probably go for the Pepsi. My own opinion, I reckon the Pepsi is probably the way I would go. I'd go Pepsi. Pepsi, Pepsi, Pepsi. If I got to be totally honest with you, ceramic GMTs, what would I go for? I'd tell you exactly what I'd go for. I'd go two-tone GMT, steel and yellow gold. I reckon that's a winner. And David SW's got one for $12,975. He's also got one for $14,975. So if I was to pick a GMT to go to now, I would go for the two-tone steel and yellow gold ceramic. I reckon that's winner, chicken dinner. And that's because it's good value. I got to be honest with you there, Mike, I think you might be living in middle-class fantasy land. See, these are shorter supply. You got to get for the deal. Get the deal. You got to go for the deal. So my best advice to you, go the two-tone steel and yellow gold ceramic. I think that's a winner, chicken dinner. I think they're a great watch. Absolutely. They've got huge potential. That's where I'd be going. But hey, at the end of the day, you got to decide what you like. Pepsi or GM or root beer. Personally, I would go Pepsi. I think steel has always done better than two-tone. I think the Pepsi is beautiful. I like the blue and the red. I love it. I love that watch. I'd go Pepsi, but man, all of those choices are good. So I hope that helps. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that. Don't forget, guys, Archie Luxury can't survive on Google Ads alone. I depend on these paid reviews to keep me on YouTube. Without these paid reviews, I would sink very fast. I need paid reviews to keep me on YouTube. $50. PayPal, ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com. Look down below in the description for details. And basically tell me your story. Send me some low-res photos. And I will make a video. Normally within, 7 to 14 days. Okay, guys. Archie Luxury, help your pontiff. Hey guys, Archie Luxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. Some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.